Hello and welcome to this lecture where you are going to learn a brief introduction to the Apriori algorithm, which is one of the most used to generate association rules. Let's consider the example of market basket analysis and see here this table with 10 transactions. Each transaction is related to a customer that went to the supermarket and bought some products. For example, the first transaction or the first customer didn't buy milk, bought coffee, didn't buy beer, bought bread, butter, and didn't buy rice and beans. The second client, he or she bought milk, beer, bread, and butter, and he or she didn't buy coffee, rice, and beans. The third customer bought coffee, bread, and butter, and he or she didn't buy milk, beer, rice, and beans. And we have the same structure for each one of the transactions or the clients. The goal is to find some kind of pattern analyzing this data, so we can use a priori algorithm. We have here the same table, and the first parameter is called support, which is the number of instances with X and Y. X and Y could be two products divided by the total number of instances. As we know, the total number of transactions in this data is equal to 10. So we can calculate the support. This is a parameter you need to specify when working with this algorithm. Let's suppose that the support must be greater or equal to 0.3, which means 30% of the data, considering that there are only 10 instances. For example, we can count the support of milk. It was bought in 1 and 2 transactions. So, the number of instances of X, only one product, is 2 divided by the total number of instances, which is 10. 2 divided by 10 equals 20%. It means that the milk will not be selected in the algorithm because the support is lower than the minimum value, which is 0.3. Now we can calculate the support for coffee. 1, 2, 3, 3 divided by 10 is equal to 0.3. It means that coffee was bought in 30% of the transactions. Now we can calculate for bread. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was bought 5 times. 5 divided by 10 is equal to 0.5. It means that bread was bought in 50% of the transactions. Let's suppose that now we want only the products that the support is greater or equal to 0.3. Milk is not going to be selected. Coffee is going to be selected. Regarding beer, it was bought only twice, so the support is only 20%. Regarding butter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. The support is greater than 0.3, so it is going to be selected. Regarding rice, it was bought only twice. The support is 20%. And finally, beans was bought only twice, so the support is lower than the minimum value. we can conclude that the products that the support is equal or greater to 0.3 is coffee, bread, and butter. So we can select only then, since let's suppose that we want to generate the rules only for the products that appear in 30% of the transactions. This is the first parameter, and now we need another one, which is the confidence, the number of instances with X and Y divided by the total number of instances with X. Again, you need to specify this value. Let's suppose that we want to generate rules where the confidence is greater or equal to 0.8 or 80% confidence. Now we can select and combine all these products. Let's suppose that for this example, we want to find some rules considering coffee and bread. The first step is to calculate the support of both items together. So we can see here, coffee and bread, they were bought in the first transaction. In the second one, coffee wasn't bought, but bread, yes. This transaction, yes, and here, yes, and yes. So we can conclude that the support of both items, number of instances with X and Y, is 3 divided by the total number of instances, which is 10. 3 divided by 10 is equal to 0.3. So the support for both items together is 30%. Now we can create rules considering both attributes. For example, if coffee, then bread. We can interpret this rule as follows. If coffee is bought, then bread is also bought, and the confidence is equal to 100%. We are dividing 3 by 3, or in other words, number of instances with X and Y. The transactions that coffee and bread is true is equal to 3. Instance number 1, instance number 2, and instance number 4. 3 divided by total number of instances with X. X is the first product in the rule. In this case, it is coffee. We can see here 1, 2, 3, or in other words, the support for product coffee. 3 divided by 3 is equal to 100%. It means that every time that coffee is bought, then bread is also bought. We can see here coffee, bread, and coffee, bread. Every time that coffee is equal to yes in the data, bread is also equal to yes. For this reason, the confidence is 100%. The other rule, if bread is bought, then coffee is also bought. The confidence is only 60%. Number of instances with X and Y, bread and coffee together. We can see here the first instance, the third instance, and the fourth instance. Bread and coffee are bought together, divided by the total number of instances with X. X in this example is bread. We can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 3 divided by 5 is equal to 0.6. So we can conclude that if bread is bought, then coffee is bought in 60% of the transactions. This is the basic intuition about a priori algorithm for generating association rules. See you next time!